Hey everyone, exciting news from OpenAI. A few weeks ago, I've taken time and resources to thoroughly explore the new ChatGPT Canvas, and I'm excited to share some practical insights with you. Imagine if working with an AI assistant felt more like collaborating with a teammate rather than just chatting in a box. I think ChatGPT Canvas brought that vision into a reality. ChatGPT Canvas is a game-changing new feature designed to make writing and coding with AI experience more seamless, interactive, and fun. In today's video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about this update, and I will also compare with Claude artifacts. So if you have to decide to move from Claude, this can be useful. So without a further ado, let's dive in.
The first up, let's talk about the new interface. Canvas isn't just another chat window. It's a whole new way to work alongside ChatGPT. Imagine having a dedicated space where you can see all of your writing or code on the right pane I'm showing here and make real-time edits and get feedback immediately. For me, it's like having a Google Doc that talks back and suggesting changes, editing as you go, and making the whole process a lot easier. And I think the most beneficiary of this current update will be those who love writing and coding, as the canvas makes the editing experience like a real-time conversation with your partner. Now, you may wonder how you'd trigger the canvas stand. There are two ways. First, the OpenAI, the ChatGPT will detect automatically the context where opening up the canvas will be more beneficial for you in terms of editing and feedback. So this time, I asked create a blog post, and I think it will detect, okay, I will make a lot of edits on the way. So it opened up the canvas and I can start editing here. Or sometimes it doesn't open up the canvas as it thinks it's just simple outcome, like give me a tweet here. But then, it opened up. But if it doesn't work, you can say using canvas, give me one line tweet. Still, it opens up the canvas if I say using canvas or use canvas. So that is the little trick you can use. And if we go back to Claude artifact, you'll be surprised. This is very similar to canvas. So on the right pane, you can see your code, and on the left pane, you can comment on it and keep having conversation. Then the question is, what makes this more unique? So now you wonder what makes Canvas unique. I think one of the standout benefits of Canvas is how editing is streamlined in a way that eliminates the need to juggle multiple outcomes, something that can be very confusing, especially in longer conversation or complex projects. In many AI tools, like even the best Claude, when you request edits or suggestions, you might receive multiple variation or responses, and it's up to you to keep track of them. For example, I create this random program, and then I made a lot of interaction with it, and each response has different outcome. And it's my responsibility to track all of them and piece all together. And you often find yourself scrolling through a maze of versions and feeling only overwhelmed. With this canvas, that problem is solved. There's no need to manage separate outcomes or keep track of which suggestion belong to where. Everything happens directly in your workspace here, meaning all of your edits, adjustments, and suggestions are applied in real time exactly where you need them. For me, this makes a lot easier to focus on refining my work rather than managing multiple responses. For example, if you write a blog post like this, and if you don't like this part, I can just drag here and add ChatGPT and target different folks and enter. And now it was targeting solopreneur or content creators. Now it says our tool is built to empower professionals. So it reflects my request correctly, and still I have the most up-to-date output here, so I don't have to keep track of all the outcome in different versions. I think this integration is especially useful in longer conversations. Now you know the power of Canvas. It's time to explore the options they provide for your writing. If you click this bottom right part, they give you suggest edits, adjust length, reading level, add final polish, or add emojis. I don't use these two often, but these three were pretty useful. So let's see how we can use this one. The first thing is suggest edits. Once you click this, Canvas highlights the parts where you can improve your writing. And if you click this comment, you can see suggestions. Consider rephrasing, get more done by making their work easier and more organized. And do this. And if you click apply, it will apply this suggestion to your writing. And as you can see, it adds on this workplace directly, and it becomes the latest version. And the second thing is also adjust length. Let's say you're done with suggestions and you can make it a lot shorter or a lot longer, depending on what platform you want to target. For LinkedIn, it can become more lengthy, but Twitter, it should be more concise and quick. So you can make short list. And let's see how this works. It uses all the bullet points, but still long, but I think I'm happy with this. And the final part is reading level. Sometimes the way you write isn't targeting the audience well. Maybe you're writing very professionally, but your target can be middle school students. Then you have to change your tone, the words you're using, and phrases. But this one is really useful. You can change the reading level differently here, like middle school, kindergarten. Okay, let's try kindergarten. See? So it doesn't even use a productivity word. You know, like kindergarten kid doesn't know anything about productivity. They don't even care. So they said, get things faster, get things done faster. I like this. Yeah. So like this, Canvas knows the most frequent user request for writing purpose. So it gives you this nice tooltip that you can use it, and you can explore these options and take advantage of them. So next part is programming, how Canvas will be useful for programming. Here, let's make them write snake game. try a snake game in Python. It will write the correct algorithm, I believe. This was tested by many other people. We can wait. And for comparing purpose, let's go back to Claude. And we can ask exactly the same thing. So if the outcomes are the same, what are the advantages using Canvas? Well, I think the first thing is it also gives you a few tooltips for common cases at comment, logs, bugs, and code review. So you can run this one. Sometimes I'm pretty lazy in terms of adding logs, so I can try this one. And now let's see. See, did you see that again? Like it changes the code directly in your workspace instead of making another version. I can do the same thing in Claude, add logs for important part. This also gives you the same outcome in terms of coding. The problem is with versions. So you have this version and this version, and let's say you have 10 different versions, and every version might be perfect, but what if some version has flaws and you have to tweak it again and again a lot? Then it became very overwhelming and also confusing. So I like this more. And you can also, I never tried this code review, but let's try it right now. And it said, I reviewed the code that left suggestion to improve the code quality, focusing on enhancing maintainability, performance, and user experience. Okay. And here too. Okay. And like writing, you can also apply suggestions, and it's up to you, but at least it shows the parts where you can improve your coding. And here, the same thing. I think we can do review here. Review the code. In terms of maintainability, scalability, reliability. See, to get the same result, I have to make more prompts and I have to type more, which is many times fine, but once I have these options, I don't want to waste my time. So that's the deal. And also, you can change directly here like writing. So let's say I don't want to like this one. I'll just delete it. I don't care about time part. But if you want to do that, in here, first you have to copy contents and you have to go to your editor and you have to change it, run it, and checks out if it works. It doesn't work, you come back here and ask again. So that's how this Canvas makes you a lot efficient. But there's also the part where Claude Artifact can do for you, but Canvas cannot do for you right now, which is a UI rendering. So if you work on React, many times we make components and you want to see how it would look like without setting up the new project and spin up your project. Here you cannot do that. Let's say write a business card component in React and display how it look like? I believe it shows the right code, maybe with a few tweaks, but you cannot see the outcome directly here. You have to copy and paste and set up the project. But if we go back to Claude, what I would do is same thing. Let's copy and paste here. Boom. It shows how it would look like with this code. So you can guess even without setting up the project, which saves you a lot of time. So with this UI rendering part, Claude artifacts win.
If you like to use AI heavily on your programming, I honestly suggest Cursor or JetDev, but ChatGPT Canvas is still good for light tasks in my opinion. Today I cover A to Z updates of Canvas, and I think these updates represent a huge step toward making AI tools more collaborative and just more fun to use, whether you're a developer, writer, or someone who loves using AI. ChatGPT Canvas is about to change the way you work. And like I always mention, don't take my words directly. Always try experimenting with your use cases or workflow to see it's going to benefit you. If it is not, just move on, don't waste time. That's why I keep making video with my time and resources to show you practical points on AI. And thank you for taking time to explore this topic with me today. And if you like and think this information valuable, please subscribe and like to stay updated on the future discussion about AI, notes, and business. Until then, stay tuned.